So in today's video I have a bit different build for Bloodknight. It is more burst damage, it doesn't have the immunities, it has one immunity, it has all the same CCs, but getting out of fight is harder with this build, but killing people is easier with this build. I did get a lot more kills with this build, but I did also die more with this build, so bear that in mind. And the skills we are using are pretty much the same as in the other builds. Skeever, Wave of Blood, Sanguinate, Spear Flurry is the only difference here. And we have some instances, you can use two, I can only use one right now. And with the normal decks you can use Shadow's Edge or you can use Ravage. With the Shadow's Edge we are not getting any increases. If we are using Ravage we have one essence for that, because that's the only thing you can use on that slot. Now, I think Ravage can have more damage with the essence, but Shadow's Edge is usually better without Whittles, and we are not using Fobbis Whittles with this build, but the essences we are using is of course Church Young, Wave of Blood, range increased by 20%, and with the Wave of Blood we are using also the Warmth and Like ability to get a 1 extra charge. Now we are also using Pinch Point with the Wave of Blood, so you know, just for the AoE CCs. And with the Skeever we only have the Besalver, Leaping Smash. Skeever now causes you to leap in the target, slam into the target, and it will knock up and CC them. Now over here, this is only we can use. If you are not using Ravage, it doesn't matter what you have here, but if you're using Ravage you can use this one. Now with Skeever we are actually also using Sprig of the Hawthorn, because if you have essence level 4, this is already 19% damage increase every time you use a Skeever, and that has a 4 seconds uptime, which is pretty huge actually. So usually you kill people in less than 4 seconds after you use the Skeever, so this is just flat 20% damage increase. That's why I will recommend using this. Now with the Spear Flurry we are using Made to Wonder. Spear Flurry now causes you to dash forward, damaging all enemies in your path. Spear Flurry can be activated again 2 times. Now this is the thing, because this has almost the same damage as the Skeever, but you can use it 3 times with 12 seconds cooldown, which is great. And if you have the right shielder, you should be using here Bleed, that does 5000 bleed damage for 3 seconds after you use a Spear Flurry. The set items, we are using 2-piece Whittles. This is not really mandatory anymore because we only have a Sanguinate that is actually getting benefits from here. Of course, the Skeever with the Sprig of Hawthorn will also increase the 4 seconds damage buff, but you can use Mountebanks over here. If you want, you can use Mountebanks to be a bit more tankier, which is actually pretty good for this build because we cannot run away so easily, so we need all the defensives we can get. But now, the most important part, of course, is Gloomguide's price, because 15% damage increase every time we dash, so when we use Skeever, we get 35% increased damage, which is huge. And then we get also 22.5% critical hit chance. And because we are using Spear Flurry with 3 dashes, this is basically up every time we fight, and this just increases your damage output. This is a must-have set pieces for this, but with the 2 pieces you can use Mountebanks. You can even use Barons if you feel like, but I don't think that only boosts the Skeever, so I don't think that's great, but you can use that if you want. I will probably suggest Mountebanks for this build, and I will also have a gameplay. And thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one.
heart.